Okay, here are the soaps. It says we've gone back to the drawing board to create a new range of visually stunning, scentastic, and deeply cleansing solid washes, or soap as we call them. And I agree, they're new soaps. They have so many. They're so colorful. The first one we have here is called a Panda Pan. And it says, roll up. It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy to clean up your act with the Citrusy Grapefruit Soap. And this one has, let's see, it says it has coconut oil, it has grapefruit oil, it has fresh grapefruit juice, it has lemon oil from Sicily, and Letsea cubeba oil. So this is very grapefruity and citrusy, zingy and lemony. It's a whole lot of fun. This is actually, I believe, a soap that Lush used to sell when they weren't even called Lush. I think they used to make this and sell this when they were called Cosmetics to Go, or it might have been an early 90s or mid 90s Lush soap. And here's a piece of it here. Looks so nice, and it smells grapefruity. Definitely smells grapefruity. So that's a Panda Pan. And it says the next soap is Outback Mate. Get clean down under. A zingy blend of eucalyptus, lemongrass, and peppermint. And it's got coconut oil, eucalyptus, lemongrass, peppermint. A lot of people were asking Mark Constantine for a soap or some kind of product with eucalyptus in it. And that's not something typically or historically that Lush has had in any of their products, but they listened and they made this Outback Mate soap. It's beautiful. I don't have a piece, but it's a beautiful soap. It's got a blue, shimmery outer coating, and it's real minty and sort of somewhat medicinal smelling, but it's got lemon, so very nice. The next soap is Oxford Street Soap, and it says combining the most loved Lush fragrances into one unforgettable soap, and it says it has neroli oil, Sicilian lemon oil, bergamot, jasmine, powdered charcoal, gardenia extract. And that's the Oxford Street Soap. And they have two kinds of Oxford Street, two different kinds of, shapes, I guess, of the Oxford Street Soap. They've got, I showed you in the first video of this catalog, they have a giant soap right here. And it's just huge. It's like, 3 feet or whatever. And they cut pieces off of it. They also have a big giant soap that's even bigger than this in the front of the store that it looks like a street sign on Oxford Street. It's really cool. And so they have these soaps, Oxford Street soaps, and they're pre-cut, pre-stamped, pre-wrapped, 100-gram pieces of soap. And then they also have, the big giant chunks of soap that they carve off of the big giant soap here. And we've got some various colors of the soap. And this is supposed to smell like the Lush perfume called 29 High Street, or at least that's what I've been reading. The next soap is Cream of Tomato Soap, and it's got creamy tomato and basil, it says. So it's this grapefruit oil, lemon oil, violet leaf, basil oil, Irish moss, and fresh tomato. And here's some cream of tomato soap. It looks like this. And it, honest to God, smells like tomatoes. And it's kind of fresh smelling. It smells, kind of comforting. Very nice. So that's a cute idea. And the next soap is called Sticky Banana Soap. And it says, stick it to the man, be the top banana and queen of the hive. So this one has coconut oil, fresh banana, honeycomb, soy milk yogurt, and let's see, I have a piece here of it. Here's a small piece of the sticky banana soap. And it smells like banana. It's really nice. It has honey in it. And it smells lightly of banana. So it's not a real strong banana scent. But I find this one to be real moisturizing compared to the other soaps. So that's sticky banana. And this one is layer cake. And it says, pick your own. Satisfy fruit cravings with layer after layer of real fruit juices. And each one of these layers smells like a different fruit. So in the ingredients, we've got grape juice, orange juice, pineapple juice, blueberry juice, raspberry juice, and orange oil. So those are the scents of all of these layers of soap. And I don't have a layer cake soap. I hope to get one someday, but I can't wait to try that. And the next one is Milky Bar, and this one has coconut oil, soy milk, and Brazilian orange oil, and patchouli oil. And this one has a very comforting scent. For those of you who like the new Lush Oxford Street bubble bar called Milky Bath, it's the one that looks like a little milk bottle and has like a silver part on it. This has the same scent as that. If those of you Lushies have been around for a while, it's the same scent as the Milky Bar soap, although the Milky Bar soap was always a glycerin soap, and this one is obviously not a glycerin soap. It also smells like the hot milk bubble bar and Milky Bath bubble bar, so it's very nice. I like this. It's more moisturizing than the other soaps also, and I like the scent. It's somewhat sort of a soapy scent, but it's got the sort of comforting, sort of orangey scent. So, very nice. And then we've got Serendipity, which is a French lavender soap. It says French Lavender Lullaby. And this is the soap, the way it looks like in the Lush Oxford Street store. It's a big, giant pole-looking thing, and they cut cross-section slices of it. And this one has lavender flower, French lavender oil, dried lavender stem, chamomile, blue chamomile oil, actually, and lavender absolute. And this is a piece of that soap. This is about a 250 gram piece of that soap right there, and it smells wonderfully. Medium strong scent of herby lavender. If you like Ickle Baby Bot Bath Bomb or Ooh La La soap or Twilight, you'll like this one. It's not really like Twilight as far as smelling exactly like it, but it's got that lavender that Twilight does. It just doesn't have that creamy sweet note that Twilight does, but it's rich and creamy and lavendery, and it promotes sleep. It's just gorgeous. So the next one is Birdie. It says from the house Acetone, there can only be one winner in the game of soaps. This one's got licorice root infusion, and it's got powdered charcoal, and it's got fennel oil, tarragon oil, and bergamot oil. Now, Birdie has always been, Birdie is also another soap like a Pound to Pound that Lush made many years ago. In my Lush wiki, I've got a picture of Birdie, the way that it used to look, the big soap and the piece of it. I liked Birdie a lot because I like licoricey, fennel smelling and tasting things. And so I was very excited when Birdie came out, so here's a couple of pieces that some lovely folks got for me. Whoops. So it smells kind of licoricey. It looks like one of those licorice all sorts, doesn't it? And here's another black piece of it. Keep dropping it around. And Birdie is Birdie is a cool looking soap as far as the big piece of soap. It's got round rods in it and circles going up and blue and red and yellow, and it's black, and it's really cool. Next one is Respect Your Elders soap. It says the power of the elder combined with bergamot, bushu oil, and olibanum. And this one has, let's see, bergamot, bushu oil, cypress oil, and olibanum oil. And I think it's got elder flower, and it's really nice. I like this soap quite a bit because it smells so good. It smells sort of like grapes, but not really. It smells like elderberry is what it smells like. So it's really nice. It's purple on the middle in the inside, and then it's got a black waxy coating. This one doesn't have the waxy coating on it, but it's got a black. It looks black until they slice into it, and then you've got this purple elderberry stuff. So I think a lot of people are gonna like this one. It's, like I say, it's a medium light scent. And then the next soap is called Sea Salted Caramel, and it says get your just desserts with this caramel scented fair trade vanilla and sea salt soap. So this one's got agave syrup, clove leaf oil, tonka absolute, Madagascan vetiver oil, and vanilla. And a lot of people were very excited about this soap. There was a mad rush to get this soap in the very beginning. And here's what it looks like. And it smells to me like, it smells like the crispy coating, sugar coating that's on top of creme brulee. That's what this reminds me of. So that's what it looks like. And it's nice. Very nice. And then we've got Zen Soap, which is deeply meditative, it says. It says this deeply meditative blend of oud, sandalwood, and patchouli is a tonic to the mind and body. So again, we have coconut oil, sandalwood, patchouli, labdanum resinoid, which is kind of frankincense-y, and oud oil. And it's a sort of incensey soap, and it's real pretty. It's got a gold outer coating, and then it's got this sort of brown and gold swirls in the middle. It's like a big gold ring. In fact, here's what it looks like. There's a picture. Here's what the soap looks like, and they cut little pieces off of it like this. So if you like incensey soap, you'll like this one. And then the next one is called Green and Gold Soap. It says keep on the grass, a verdant lemongrass and Peruvian rosewood oil soap to wrap you in grassy green suds. So it says this has got lemongrass, lemon oil, lemongrass oil, and rosewood. And I am thinking that this is the same scent as Avobath because of the ingredients I just read and because of the way it smells. So this is Green and Gold, and it's another cylindrical pole-looking soap in Oxford Street. So this kind of smells like Avobath, and so now we have two products from Oxford Street, Speedboat Fun and Green and Gold Soap, which smell like the Avobath bath bomb and the Avo Wash Avo shower gel. And the next soap we have is Maypole. It's a minty soap. It's another cylindrical pole-looking soap. This one has Canadian maple syrup and peppermint oil. And it's real pretty. And here's a piece of it. That's what it looks like. It's got a lovely minty scent. And I think everyone will like this one too. So, and it's a real pretty soap also. And then we've got Devil's Nightcap soap, and it says scrub your sins away with this raw and earthy oak moss and oakwood soap. This one was made in the same scent as their Devil's Nightcap perfume. And it's got oak moss, dried oak moss, orange flower, and Oakwood Absolute, and oak moss Absolute. And it looks really cool because it has these sort of, you know, oak moss things hanging off of it and stuff, and so that's a piece of it. And what I do is I cut the soap and I kind of take these oak moss things off of it as much as I can. I just kind of pluck them off, and so yeah, it's real smooth. It feels like clay or something, and I just love it. It's very earthy and very sort of oak mossy and deep, earthy, woodsy, green, mossy scent with then this lovely hit of orange flower and Oakwood. So I love it. My husband does not like the scent of this soap, but I do. I like the Devil's Nightcap perfume very much, and so I like this soap. So, but it's one of those soaps that you really have to like the perfume to like the soap. If you don't like those deep, earthy, oak mossy scents, then I wouldn't get this if I were you. So, but I love it. So, and then Lush has these other soaps that they call them their gourmet soaps, and that says, our new gourmet soaps are packed full of beautiful ingredients, many of them from our slush fund, projects around the world, as well as our very own new soap base. What more could you ask? And the Lush Kitchen had a couple of these that they made for people to buy a month ago during Lush Oxford Week in the Lush Kitchen. So this one is Olive Tree. It says Supremely Giving. Offer an olive branch to thirsty skin with this Supremely Giving Fair Trade olive oil soap. It's got fair trade olive oil, granulated sugar, black olives, cypress oil, petitgrain oil, rose oil, and gardenia extract, and it's really softening, and I really like the scent. You can smell the olives, but it's not like a weird or gross scent like olives, you would think, but it's actually nice and somewhat grain smelling, sort of, and it's very softening to the skin. And then we have Mallorcan soap. It says, Hola, soy yo a quien buscas. Sunny spells of almonds, almond milk, almond syrup, and ground almonds are heading in your direction. This one has ground almonds, olive oil, almond, extra virgin coconut oil, fair trade organic cocoa butter, almond syrup, almond milk, coriander oil, almond essential oil, cedarwood oil, sandalwood oil, and organic castor oil. And here's what it looks like here. And it's a very, it reminds me of the soap that Lush has now called Movis soap that they sell in the stores. It's kind of it's very, very, very moist. You can see, it sticks to you, and, it's very soft, and it's got a lot of oils in it. And this one just smells fresh with a slightly yummy edge because of the almond oil and all of that. And then it's got this earthy note to it. And it's really nice and moisturizing. It's just kind of luxurious. And yeah, I like those gourmet soaps. They have, let's see, the other gourmet soaps. Let's see, they also have Masai leather gourmet soap, and this one has zombie and honey, and aloe from, it says, Laikipia in Kenya. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Honey, castor oil, avocado butter, organic cocoa butter, virgin coconut oil, fresh aloe gel, fresh goat's milk, olibanum oil, lime, pine, and jasmine. I don't have the Masai leather, I don't have the Masai latherer soap, but wow, it certainly sounds really nice. And again, the money that Lush makes from their slush fund, things like Charity Pot, lotion, etc., are used, and they get these ingredients from parts of the world that that are fairly treated, and that way they can boost the economy in those areas, or help them in that way. And then we have Rose Argan Gourmet Soap, and it's got argan oil, Egyptian geranium oil, lemon, and rose absolute, which is expensive, and rose oil. I so want a piece of rose argan so very badly. So maybe if I wish hard enough, I'll be able to get one. They have holy cacao, should you cocoa, it says. This creamy fair trade Colombian cocoa butter soap says, oh yes. So it has organic Colombian cocoa butter, granulated sugar, fair trade olive oil, something called baobab oil, and it's got organic cocoa butter, and it's got cocoa powder, yum, castor oil, sesame absolute, and vetiver and benzoin resinoid. I bet this one smells divine, huh? Woo, cocoa and vetiver and benzoin, yummy. So yeah, I'd love a piece of that. That sounds so good. And then they've got Mosquito, and it says, like a magnet, this blend with lemongrass attracts the senses but has a mosquito repellent reputation. So it's got cocoa butter, coconut oil, shea butter, something called Kalahari melon oil, baobab oil, fresh cantaloupe melon, organic castor oil, citronella oil, vetiver, lemongrass, ylang-ylang, and gardenia. So this sounds nice and citrusy, this one, Mosquito. And then Lush has something called cold-pressed soaps. So they're made in a different way. You know, they're not melt and pour soaps like the rest of these soaps are, with the exception of the gourmet soaps. These are cold-pressed soaps. And it says, we've brought a tried and tested traditional formula bang up to date with our brand new cold-pressed soap bars. And those of you who have been using Lush for a long time, when Lush had this other store called Be Never Too Busy to Be Beautiful store in London, they sold a few cold-pressed soaps, and I enjoyed them very much. In fact, I think I still have one unwrapped. And this one's called Lush Hippie. It says, roll with it. It says, weed out the competition with this patchouli and sunflower soap. And it's got coconut oil, sunflower infusion, sunflower seed oil, cornstarch, wheat germ oil, patchouli, gardenia, sunflower seeds, Brazilian orange oil, vetiver, and labdanum resinoid. And it's right here. And it's really pretty in the middle part. And I like this soap. It's got a pleasant smell, and it's very moisturizing. It's very hard soap. Watch, I'll show you. It's harder than the other soaps that Lush has. It lasts forever. I mean, you can, like, I can put a nail thingy in there, so it's not, you know, like hard as a brick, but it is much harder, much denser, and it has a nice smell to it. It lasts forever. And I'm reading that this has the scent of Supertramp shower gel and their Supertramp bubble bar. So it has that sort of earthy, patchouli, oak mossy scent with some sunflower oil. They have another cold press soap called the Gardener, and it keeps bugs at bay. And it's a sage soap. It says it keeps hands and plants free of aphids. It's got coconut oil, it's got rosemary, nettle, tea tree infusion, almond, moringa powder, sage, eucalyptus, organic lemon myrtle oil, geranium oil, and this one I don't have. And then there's the Lush Mechanic Grease Monkeys. It says an exfoliating pumice and rosemary soap to remove ingrained dirt because grime doesn't pay. Grime doesn't pay. That's pretty good. Coconut oil, rosemary, fair trade olive oil, orris root powder, bergamot, ylang-ylang, fair trade vanilla absolute, and benzoin gum powder. And Lush Mechanic for grease smells has the Snow Fairy scent, the Candy Fluff and Snow Fairy scent, which is somewhat surprising, right? I mean, the one that's called Mechanic, it has a wrench on it and gets off grease, has the scent of Snow Fairy. But yeah, it does. Smells kind of Snow Fairy-ish to me. So, and this one is pumicey, so you know, don't, if you buy this, don't scrub real hard with this because you'll, you know, it'll probably turn your skin red. So be gentle when you are washing your hands and stuff with this one. But it works, it sure works a treat getting any kind of grease, oil, or stains off or anything like that. And that's it for the Lush Oxford Street soaps in the catalog. And next I'll be doing the shower stuff, shower gels and the shower creams and maybe some of the roulades if I have time, if it's not too long of a video, and the shouters and the wash sheets and the scrubs. So thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you on the next video.